Hey, what's up, guys?
Utilities are tacticals or gadgets, however you want to call them, that are basically meant to help you out a substantial amount or downright basically changing the entire game to your advantage. So that's where we're going to be going over.
Number 16.
Number 5, we have the Bloxy Cola. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to be calling me batshit insane for literally putting this at the lowest spot. However, I'm going to be putting up my defense for it, or basically giving my reason. Alright, number 5, or basically number 1, why it's number 5, is the fact that, alright, let's just go over why it's pretty good, or very good actually. Number 1 is the fact that literally you can literally just rent it if you basically are just starting the game, and also you can basically buy the what's it called, starter pack, which I'm pretty sure it's still in there. I can't remember at the top of my head, I haven't even checked it, probably not, but yes, you could get it. Well, maybe someone can check that out for me, but yes, you could get it. And also there was the fact that you could use this twice. You could literally use the Bloxy Cola twice. So let's see, what does it give you, or what does it do? Well, it restores like 30% of your HP and also gives you infinite stamina, so you're able to run not as fast as Usain Bolt, but run as long as Usain Bolt basically. However, you can only you can only use this twice, and there is a somewhat of a bug to where whenever you try to drink it, it just for whatever reason doesn't work, so that kind of sucks. But you just have to switch back to it, like changing to another weapon and changing back to it, and it should be fine. And also the fact that obviously you can use it twice, which is super useful when you are just about to die. You could quickly just down it like a Mountain Dew on a Friday, and then basically get back up in the fight, and then you could save the rest of it for later. And just the fact that literally you could just be like, alright, let's get the hell out of here, drink it, and then just run on the opposite, or literally to the opposite side of the map without worrying about, oh, am I gonna run out of stamina? It's just so good. However, there isn't just too much to it apart from the fact that you get to run forever and have a lot of HP, but still I believe it is great enough for a number 5.
Number 4.
Next up, we have Candy Cane. Now, there may be a lot of people who are like, oh, you're just being biased because I literally use the Candy Cane 24/7. It's my favorite. And yeah, you may be right. Like, literally is my favorite. However, there are a few reasons why I think the Candy Cane may be better than the Bloxy Cola. And you could say the same thing why the Bloxy Cola is better than the Candy Cane, since it's your opinion. So, realistically saying, the Candy Cane obviously only has one time you can actually eat it, and also there are a pretty substantial amount of stuff you actually get from basically consuming the Candy Cane. First off, you heal a lot amount of your HP, probably like 60 to like 40 to 60% or something like that. I don't even know, man. But not only that, you also get a humongous speed boost, not infinite speed, like not infinite speed, infinite stamina like the Bloxy Cola. You basically go super fast with any armor. Speed armor, holy hell, you are faster than literally a Jaguar. And with Juggernaut armor, you are still pretty fast, not gonna lie. This thing is just so crazy good, especially combining with Bloxy Cola plus Candy Cane. You will run so fast and for so long that literally infected will start to think, alright, this guy's hacking or some shit. And it's just incredible. Not only that, the Candy Cane also gives you two other benefits. Number 1, or number 2 or 3, however you want to call it. Yeah, number 3 is you reload 30% or like 10, or I don't even know how many percent faster. That means if you have like a Tommy gun or like a Spaz, you reload within seconds. And if you have like a minigun or like the Gauss gun, you reload a lot faster. This ability or effect is very useful. And there's finally the one that I just love so much, which is the rate of fire is also increased. This makes it so literally whatever weapon you have just becomes into a powerhouse, spewing out hundreds upon thousands of bullets per second, making you basically feel like you're going insane beast mode.
Number 7.
Can it really be anything else? We have the Pipe Bomb. This, I'm pretty sure Tactical will never be outbeaten, basically. Now, the reason why this is such a good tactical or utility to run, and especially the fact that literally, number 1, if you join the community group on Roblox, you literally get an extra utility slot, aka you get a Pipe Bomb plus your utility, which is beyond amazingly good. Literally, you could have a Bloxy Cola plus a pipe bomb, or a medkit plus a pipe bomb. Like, how insanely awesome is that? Instead of having one, you can have two utilities. Well, you can't change the second one to pipe bomb, but it's still amazing having a pipe bomb literally in your locker immediately, or in your inventory, however you want to call it. Next up is the fact of how it works. As soon as you throw it, all infected within like a, I don't know, like 12 or something, oh, not like 12, probably like at least like a 20 meter radius will instantly be attracted to it and will slowly walk towards the pipe bomb. And no matter where they are, either on top of a building, or it depends, like, oh, what's it called, if they can actually see the pipe bomb, you know, not the light, but at least the pipe bomb, they will immediately be attracted to it, and you're unable to move and slowly approach it as it basically takes down and eventually blows up with a lot of devastating damage. It does like 400 damage or something that I don't even know, but it is such a reliably amazing utility, since literally if you're just getting constantly raped by like a chiller and an inferno and a bunch of other basic infected, you could just throw it and basically they'll just leave you alone while you make a run for, I don't know, the escape vehicle that's on top of the construction site building, or probably go ahead and go save your teammate that's across the map who's being raped by a hunter, or maybe even go heal or go reload. It's just an amazingly good distraction and a nice good way to get a breather when you are constantly under attack by infected, and especially on construction site, if you time it correctly and you like throw it in a correct spot, you are able to basically make it so infected fall up the building and have to go all the way up just to be able to catch you, while you basically get a huge head start.
Number 10.
Alright, here's a controversial one. We have the pumpkin pie. Now, if you don't know what the pumpkin pie does, well, basically, you consume it immediately and you regenerate like 80% of your health. Yeah, that's it. And not gonna lie, this is insanely overpowered, especially with like the setup you run. So if you like have ham plus this, you will literally become unkillable. Like literally there are gonna be so many times where infected think they literally have you like, oh yeah, you're not getting away from this now, and they're like destroying you with their abilities and shit. Immediately just consume your ham, and then they're just like, all right, you used your last ham, now you're dead. Pop out your pumpkin pie and you're like, god damn it, this guy will just not die. And then you can go get the medkit station, and it's gonna be even more frustrating. This pumpkin pie is meant to be a plan B in desperate times, because when you're constantly under attack, you don't have time to heal with the medkit, and you're basically like, oh my god, I'm about to die any second now. You pop it out, eat it, and then boom, you are instantly back in the fight within literally 1 second. And not gonna lie, it kind of sucks that it doesn't give you like anything else, like I don't know, being able to see any other infected on the map, or like I don't know, giving you some sort of effects like running faster or something like that and only gives you HP. But still, it's overpowered enough when literally infected think they're gonna get you at this exact second. However, you just intentionally or just immediately get all of your like 90% of your HP back instantly. It's really frustrating as an infected, but as a survivor, it's like, oh yeah, it's round 2. And just the fact that literally you can just pop it out and consume it immediately is just downright broken. This thing is incredibly good, and I'm pretty sure you can still unlock it, or it's an event item, I don't even know. But in an event item, it is definitely worth it, and it's definitely one of the best utilities to go for if you want to have plan Bs constantly.
Number 6.
Now finally, an honorable mention, which I haven't done ever since some sort of list like a year ago, we have the Jacko Bomb. Now I know a lot of people were like thinking this should be on the list, at least like 4 or something, like top 4, but I decided not to put it barely, because there are, I mean obviously you can place at least 3 and they deal devastating amount of damage. However, there is a few drawbacks with this what's it called, utility. First off, you have the fact that literally as soon as you place it down, you of course have a ginormous cooldown in order for you to place again, which is a good thing, since obviously you don't want to like immediately I'll plant them all immediately in some sort of area and what's it called, be like, all right, let's just wait for a Juggernaut, and then when he finally comes around, you could just insta-kill him or whatever. That's a good thing. However, there are times where whenever you put it in a specific area, probably like on a roof or like around a corner, or maybe even just the corner opposite side of the map, there are times where an infected spawns there or like goes over there and then immediately just blows it all up, and there goes your pumpkin pies that you worked so hard and waited for so long to basically place down. There's also the fact that once you place them down, And sometimes, like if you, for an example, place it on the top of the roof, where in what's it called, Forbidden Valley, if you are slightly below where it is, like the little radius indicator, you for whatever reason can't shoot underneath or over it, and it acts like an invisible shield, which is just downright brutal. Since on specific game modes like Rapid Infection, they basically have what's it called, Infected basically have an invincible shield, and you are just stuck with, well, I can't do anything, I just gotta evacuate and wait for that pumpkin pie to activate like 4 seconds later or whatever. It's not too reliable, but at the same time it is very useful, and I just decided it's an honorable mention since it just barely missed the list. However, it's an alright utility. However, I just don't think it's necessarily what's it called, a plan B, or just like a how I really need to use it in this current situation I currently am in.
Number 1.
Check this out.
Yeah, he's dead.
Could it really be anything else? It is the med kit. This thing will likely never be beaten. There's the fact that literally there's just something amazing about the medkit. Maybe it's the fact that literally you regenerate 100% of your HP instantly when you use it. However, if you're using Juggernaut armor, it like repairs like 95% of your HP depending how low you are, but still it is such a useful utility. However, it does take time to actually use it, and if you do get hit or whatever, you actually have to restart the entire process. However, when you finally use it, it just feels such a good feeling when you basically have all of your HP back and you're basically back in the game. However, there's also the fact that literally if whatever reason you lost like 100 HP and you haven't used that at all, and when you use it, you literally can still use it as many times as you want, as long as there is some usage of the medkit left. So for an example, I'm pretty sure the max amount of medkit HP is like 320 or something like that. So for Juggernaut armor, it's like it barely it's about to heal all your HP. However, for like all the other armors, you still have like 100 to probably even more HP left in the medkit, so you can basically save it for later. It's always like alright, I'm just gonna heal maybe like 75% of my HP or 75 HP of mine. Alright, now I'll just save the rest of like the 200 for later, you know. It's always like, oh, I should use it right now, and then I basically save the rest for later. Not only that, is that if you literally equip it in your inventory, aka in the loadout in the beginning of the match, and you use the medkit, you can go over to the medkit station and get another one. Now, not obviously when you have one medkit in your inventory, but basically you can have another one after you finish your first medkit usage. It's just such a good utility that literally it's always like I'm just gonna use it right now and then save the rest for later. And especially when you regenerate all your HP after going through some really hellish matches and some really hellish times, it's a utility that will always be the number one in my opinion. Utilities are gadgets or tacticals that are supposed to help you out from basically taking a little bit of a crowd control breather, or basically getting you back up in the fight literally within seconds with all your ammo and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, that's bad. Utilities are tacticals and gadgets, or whatever you want to call it, and are basically meant to help you out in either a decently amount of or nah. Utilities or fucking Number 5, we have the Bloxy code. Now I know this is gonna cause a lot of questioning about my general intelligence or whatever, but I basically have to give the general what's it called, my personal fucking hell.
Can I let it go? Think back into the day when I was lost and so afraid.